Hello everyone, welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today we're going to be doing another speed build of this house that I built right here. This whole thing was so messy, that's why there's going to be some parts missing and some parts are going to be a little weird. For example, you will not be able to see the process of me building this house because I did not record that. So I decided to start recording from when I furnished the house because when I started building this, I did not expect this to be such a big project, I guess, and I didn't expect it to come out as nice as it did in the end. So I was very happy about how it turned out in the end. So I decided, okay, I will just record the furnishing process and see how it goes and see how nice it actually turns out to be. And so the first thing I did was I went inside, and you see the floor plan is maybe a little bit weird for this kind of house. This house is very, American, I would say. And I don't really build things like this very often. I usually go for modern houses. And I was kind of looking through Zillow a bit to get some inspiration for houses, and I found some nice ones, but I didn't feel like copying anything. I wanted to come up with my own house, so I just went with some shapes, and then this house came out, and yeah, it's I think it's very nice. So there's a few spaces here. There's a little front yard with the entrance to the house, and then there's a backyard as well with a back porch, a little one. There's not a lot of space in the backyard, but I think it's fine. Like there's gonna be a grill and stuff, and then also there's another exit to the side of the house where the kitchen is gonna be later. So yeah, you can see we have an entrance area. We have a big open area that is going to be the living room and the kitchen, and then this room that I'm building on right now, this is going to be the shared bathroom. So this one is going to have a shower and a bathtub and everything else that I'm gonna put in a second. And then the house has 2 bedrooms as well, and 1 extra room for, I used it as an office, but you could use it as whatever you like if you decide to download this house, because I also uploaded this house as a shell, so you can furnish it the way you like. And both of the bedrooms have an ensuite bathroom as well. So the only time they actually have to go to the shared bathroom is when they want to shower, or for guests as well, I guess. Guests can go use the toilet there as well. But yeah, what I had in vision for this house, I'm not even quite sure. I thought I wanted to give it a little bit more character than what I usually do, because usually I try to go for very neutral things so that people who download the house can do whatever they want, like anyone could live there. But with this one, I thought I wanted to try and give it a little bit more personality. So I was kind of envisioning some kind of family house at first. So that's why this shared bathroom, I wanted it to be pretty big, and I wanted to fit as many things as possible in here. I even thought of fitting the washer and dryer in here, which in the end did not happen because it was actually not enough space for that. So yeah, it ended up having only a bath shower combo. I was wondering if I could fit this triangular corner bathtub in this room, because I kind of always try to look for an opportunity to make that fit because I think it's very cool, but it didn't. So that didn't end up happening. So we got a bath shower combo. We didn't even get a separate shower and bathtub, but it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. And I used this shower bathtub combo from the oh god, what is this pack called? It was quite recent. Growing Together? Yes, I think it's Growing Together. That's what it's called. That's where this bathtub shower combo is from. I think it's very, very nice, and I don't think I've used it before. I think this is the nicest one that we have so far, because all the other ones look very old, and this one still looks kind of modern. And I think the whole Growing Together expansion pack is more modern centered, so that's pretty nice. And I just went with the toilet from Tiny Living, and all in all, I think this whole build is also quite pack heavy, to be honest. I'm even using a few things from some kits. So I'm sorry for that already, but I just wanted to build this time, you know? I just wanted to build, and base game has some good stuff, but base game doesn't have a lot of stuff. So thank you for that. Yeah, so what you also saw me doing before, I had a different window there, and the reason I changed it was because it looked kind of broken, like it looked old, and I don't like that. So I decided to change it to this rounded window, which looks more modern. And since this is the front of the house, it is also not too bad there because you can't see it a lot. Like I don't think when you're playing you're gonna see the view from there very often, and also because there's a overhang roof, you won't see the window that much, so that's nice. And then I was also thinking if I want to have some rugs or like mats in the bathroom, and I did. Like I placed this. This is the one mat that actually looks like a bath mat in this game, in my opinion, like an actual bath mat, which I put under the shower tub combo, and then just a matching rug by the sink. So in case you drop some water, it goes on there. Is this a thing, by the way, in America? Do Americans put like little rugs by their shower and their sink? Because for some reason, I have a feeling that this is a very European thing. But yeah, so it took me so long to build this whole thing. Like, you're gonna see this whole video is what, like over 30 minutes long, and this is already sped up to ×3. And I was trying to cut out some unnecessary things already. So yeah, this took me so long to do. But it's always because when I go in and I try to furnish things, I place furnishings and I place different furnishings to try it out to see which one fits the best for me. And that I think takes a long time, whereas I feel like other simmers, they kind of know what they want to go for, and they look in the little bar down there and they look at the icon and they're like, yes, this is what I want, and they pick it and they put it, and then they're like, okay, I'm good with that. But I'm like, is this one okay? No, I don't like how it looks. Delete, put another one, and then check again. Also with this toilet just now, I was so surprised to see that some things can slot to the toilet in the back. That was so weird to me. I don't even know what you would put there. Maybe a little... Yeah, I don't even know. There's no toilet paper. Okay, maybe in the clutter kit there could be something that could fit there. I don't know. But I don't have the bathroom clutter kit, so I don't do that. And then I had this beautiful idea of putting a little shelf underneath the window, because I felt like it felt a little empty, and I didn't want to put like a huge stacked shelf or something like that somewhere. So I decided to put that shelf under the window and put a little flower on it, and I loved it. I loved it so much. And then I put another shelf over the toilet. There's nothing on there, but in case you want to do that. And then there's also this tiny living thing that goes on the wall next to the... Yeah, next to the sink. And while I was doing that, I decided I'm gonna place the tiles and the floor tiles for the other bathrooms as well. I wanted it to look kind of modern, but nothing too crazy. I ended up using the wallpaper is from from the high school pack, actually. So I'm always a little worried that this looks too high school, but I think in this specific swatch it looks actually kind of good. And then I just combined it with oh my god, so many packs, with the Spa Day tile floor, because the Spa Day tile floor is just so nice. It's so simple, but it still has a little bit of texture, so it fits perfectly for modern bathrooms and stuff. It's so nice. And then I just placed some basic toilets, like the same toilet that I put in the other bathroom, and a sink. I think the sink is from Seasons, and yeah, that was basically it. There's nothing more in those bathrooms. Those bathrooms are actually kind of big for just a toilet and a sink, but I thought it was fine. Like, they have some space. And then I went to this kitchen area, and I never built a kitchen like this before, so this was kind of exciting. Like, I never just built a one-line kitchen. I usually go around the corner. Why do I show that with my hands like that? But yeah, this is just one on one wall, basically, and I used the Home Chef Hustle kitchen for this. Another pack, and the tiles from that is... No, I didn't use the tiles from that, I changed the tile later. But this kitchen is just so nice, and to be honest with you, I was kind of hoping that I was building this when the new base game stuff already came out, because we're getting a new base game kitchen with it. And that kitchen looked so amazing. I wish I could have used that kitchen here instead of this, but I'm okay with this for now. I guess I'm gonna do another build when the new base game stuff comes out and try to use those things. Oh my god, the windows and the kitchen is all looked so nice in the trailer. If you haven't seen it, please go watch my video to how I reacted to it. I absolutely lost my mind. It was so crazy. But yeah, so this is the first time for me building a kitchen like this, but I saw a post on how the appliances in the kitchen always kind of have to be in a triangle. And I feel like if you have a kitchen like this, creating the triangle is kind of hard. It still works, but it's a little bit harder. And for me, I always like to have the stove a little bit further away from the fridge, because in my head, and actually I think this is logical as well, to be honest. So you take out things from the fridge, you go to the sink to wash them, and then you go to prepare them to cook them. And so this, the way I ordered it here, having the fridge, the sink, and then the stove like this, makes the most sense, I think. And so I did that, and then I was trying to find a good looking wooden floor. Wooden floors in this game are so hard for me because I think the options that we have, most of them are very terrible. They either look old AF, or they look too modern, or they just have a weird brown color that just doesn't really look like wood, but kind of like fake. I don't know if that makes sense. So that's why most of the times I end up using wood floors that are either like very dark or very light, but I don't want to do that every time. So I was trying to do something else here, and I found this one. I don't even know which one this is, to be honest, but I went with that. And then for the wallpaper, I wanted to have something very neutral. I know this is also something very American, I think, to just have a solid color wallpaper throughout the space. And I found this kind of neutral yellow, almost brownish color, and I don't think I've ever used something like that. And I definitely wanted the living and dining room to have a more neutral color. And oh, I just saw that there was a cut in between that you didn't see, and that was because my my space on my hard drive was full, so it stopped recording at some point, and the footage got deleted because I don't know if this is a general problem with recording programs. God, I am now noticing some. One second. I just noticed that the music was still running from the recording. You're gonna probably be able to hear that in this. But I don't wanna re-record, so we're gonna have to deal with that, okay? I'm so sorry for this. But yeah, so there was a cut in the footage because my hard drive was full, and when you record with Streamlabs and there's no more space, then the file gets corrupted and you cannot use it anymore at all. So that happened. So you don't see me placing pretty much the whole living room area, but I think that's fine. I placed a very basic dining table. I think this is even base game, like this glass table, and the base game chairs as well. I tried to give them a little bit of color, like some blue, And then now here I was trying to find a nice, I don't know, shelf with plates and stuff inside of it. Ended up using this one. And then we went outside. As you can see, I first thought that I was gonna put a pool there, but the air, because I like having a pool for Sims, because they like swimming. No, I just like having a pool in general for most of my Sims builds. I don't know, I feel like a pool is really cool. Oh my god. Yeah, but I ended up not doing that because the space is kind of small. So I was trying to find some stone for here so that I could put a grill and a little seating area, which ended up happening as well. And also you can see here next to the dining area, I put a little bar as well because I didn't know what to do with that area. So I decided to put a bar there. And oh my god, what is with my nose again today? And yeah, I think it turned out really nice. And for the living room, I really like the living room as well. I decided to go for this kind of minty color, and I used the, oh my god, what pack is that from? I want to say Tiny Living, but it's not the Tiny Living stuff. I think it's from the decorator one. The interior design kit. Yeah, and I chose this like minty color, and I combined it with this little coffee table from the Jungle Adventure kit. No, gameplay pack. Oh my god, I did use so many things, and it turned out pretty cool. I think it's also something that I never used before. I was thinking of placing some children toys outside. That did not happen because the swing set and the monkey bars is too big, like they're massive. And so I placed some more seating next to the door outside, both of those doors, because actually one of the bedrooms has a door to the patio as well, to the porch, to the garden. So there's like a bench and a chair. And then I went ahead and I decided I want to do the office room. You can use this room as whatever you like. This is where my vision started to kind of come in. So for one of the persons who live here, I imagined they would be an architect. So this is gonna be their little architect office. And I wanted them to have this desk that stands in the middle of the room, and I wanted to be a bookshelf behind it, which I decided to use this thin one. I think this is one of my favorite bookshelves, actually, simply because of the fact that it is not one whole tile big, but only half a tile, because it just makes so much more sense instead of having like this huge bookshelf like I did in the entrance area that you can barely fit anywhere because it takes up one whole tile. But yeah, before I continued doing that, I went back to the dining area, and on this side where there's the other door, there's another little nook there, and I was not sure what to do. First I thought maybe it could be like a breakfast nook, but then I was like, it doesn't really make sense to have more dining seating space right next to the other dining table. So I decided to do something that a lot of people do. I put a chess table, and I cut out the whole process of me trying to figure out the best combination of chess table and chairs, because I didn't like how they were looking for. I fiddled around with this for so long. This was ridiculous. And then I put some blinds, and for the office I wanted to have like some blinds that go down like this, so that it looks like they can close and open it, and so that they have some privacy there. And I ended up going with this one from University, because it's probably the only one that looks okay for an office like that. Most of the blinds that we have like this are big, like huge, so that was pretty much the only option for me. And then I was thinking if I should put more blinds in this area as well, the dining area, because for some reason I was not sure if this even needs some, because technically it is elevated and I don't think someone could look inside, but whatever. Back to the office space, I put this little lamp on the desk, and I wanted there to be an easel as well, because I was imagining they would kind of. I want to have like a drawing board, you know, that where they could do their like their drawings, their architectural drawings on, but that's not a thing. Like I don't think is there a chalkboard? Maybe from the high school pack, but I don't know. I just felt like this makes more sense, and you also have some skill building items there. And then I want to place some paintings that look like architectural kind of things, and this little reward certificate. That's the right word. And then I was looking for something else to put there on the wall. I was not quite sure what until I found the cork board. After I put some more clutter stuff down in the kitchen area, there's this really nice dish rack from this kit as well, which is really nice. And then I put some knives over the stove top as well, so it looks more like a kitchen, I guess. And this is also my first time doing a speed build like this with a camera, I think, because before I would just not use a camera, but I think it's nicer probably. And I also don't know if I'm gonna be doing speed builds like this in the future, because to be honest with you, it's kind of annoying to me having to record and then go back and kind of comment on everything that I'm doing instead of doing it while I'm doing it. So maybe I'm gonna try recording a video where I build and talk at the same time, and then not have it sped up. But the thing is just, if I don't speed this process up, it's just going to be taking so long for me to do everything. Like, this is 3 already. This was supposed to be 1.5 hours long just for one house. Like, why am I taking so long to build? It's ridiculous. But yeah, I ended up finishing forgive me, the office, and I went to the bedrooms now. I was excited to do the bedroom. That's why I kept it for last. I kept the best for last, and I chose this. Oh my god, what is this pack called now? It's the farming pack, basically. Why do I forget what the name of all of these packs? There's so many expansion packs. Please forgive me. But yeah, this is from the farming pack, and I never used this bed before, but I thought it was gorgeous, and I wanted to do it in yellow, so I did it in yellow. and I used the matching side tables as well, bedside tables, and copied the same thing on the for the other bedroom as well. And I chose these little lamps too. And then I decided maybe I want to change the wallpaper so that they both don't have the same. And then I found this really nice, what is this, like a magenta, pink, purple-ish color that looked very nice. And at first I thought to put it in this one, but then I decided, okay, maybe it makes more sense in the other room and keep this one this minty color. So this one is more like green and mint, and the other one is yellow and this pinkish, purple, violet, lilac, magenta. I think magenta is probably the closest color. And I love this. The color combination is so nice. This bedroom is a lot smaller than the other one, but this one has a way to the garden, so that's a big plus for that. But this one has a lot more space, and I was excited to use this space because I usually never build bedrooms with weird shapes like that. So I didn't even know what to do in this corner there, and I decided I wanted it to be like a little seating area, because in my head I always think this is so cool to have like a little, I don't know, private, relaxing area in your room where you can sit. Maybe even have another spot where you can hang out with someone in your room and you don't have to be outside in the living room, especially when you are sharing the house with someone else. And this was what I was imagining, like for this one room. So the other room, the green mint room, I wanted the architect to be living there. Also, by the way, we don't have an architect career in The Sims. Why is that? Can we please have that? So I had to make this guy a interior designer instead, but it's okay. It's a similar thing, but then the whole drawing thing doesn't really make a lot of sense. But anyways, and then the person who was supposed to live here, I wanted them to be a fashion designer. So I wanted the room to look very, very, very fancy and be very nice and have like some little details in there that already hint at this person being a fashion designer. So you're gonna see me put some paintings on the wall in a second that kind of resemble that as well. And then I came up with this really cool idea to put flowers in this little window area, and it's so cool. It's so cool. The fact that you can do that is really cool. I mean, you need to cheat a little bit to do that, but I think it's worth it because it looks really cool. I might have seen this somewhere else before, so if I copied this from someone, I'm sorry, but this is so cool. But it didn't seem complete to me. Like, it still looked a little open, so I wanted there to be blinds as well, and I found these ones. These are base game even, wow. And I think they match perfectly. I want to put them in yellow first, but the yellow was too bright, so I ended up picking white. And then this was perfect. Like, this whole area was so perfect. And now I'm gonna place the paintings that I was talking about and some rugs. At first I was thinking to put a rounded rug underneath the two chairs, but I didn't find one that matched nicely. And then I found this rug, which I found was really, really cute, and it matched the vibe as well. But it didn't match under the chairs, so I put it under the bed instead. And then I went back and I picked the rug from this. It's a kit. I don't know what it's called. But it's like like a luxurious bedroom kit. And it has like so many really nice high quality items, and I really love that so much. And this rug is one part of that. The only thing that I couldn't really find was a nice small little coffee table that I could put in between those chairs. So I ended up using this one. I didn't really like that one too much because it looks a little bit old, and also the color was not really the vibe, and it didn't really have another swatch that looked nice. But every other possibility was not good either. So I ended up just choosing that. And now for the paintings are from that kit as well. I just placed the same painting 3 times, tried to put it in a fancy order, and then I changed the swatch of it because I knew that they have different pictures on them. And I feel like those are so nice. Like, it just makes so much sense for a fashion designer. And then I wanted to use a hanging plant as well, which is also from a kit, from the Blooming Rooms kit. Oh, and I know the name of that kit, really? But yeah, they gave away this kit for free at some point, so that's a plus. I don't know if it's still free, but it was free at some point. And then I wanted her to have like a little bookshelf as well, or at least seem like she has a few books. So I put the shelf, and I wanted to put the books on top. And that's when I noticed that the books don't slot to the shelf. Why? Why do they not do that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that thing is perfect to put these books on. Anyways, so I had to do that with cheats as well. And then I put the shoe rack underneath because I thought, okay, she's a fashion designer. She only has this small ass closet. Oh, should not swear. I'm sorry. So maybe she's gonna have some clothes lying around some other how as well. So she has this little shoe rack underneath next to her bed. and then I put some more shoes under her side table that is under the TV, because I thought it would be kind of cool. And then I also wanted to put this little hanger. I think this is a really cool item. I don't use this very often. I used to go, or usually I go for the Dream Home Decorator thing where you can hang clothes on, because that looks very nice, but it's kind of big. And this one is more like just a shelf with things hanging on it. So that was quite nice. Then I scooted the oh my god, the dresser over a bit so I could fit a standing mirror there, which is also from the luxurious bedroom kit. And then I went over to the other bedroom again because I was pretty much done with this one, and I wanted this one to have maybe another dresser somehow, and I ended up using the same hanger thing that I used in the other bedroom here as well. And I put the exact same chair in this room as I did in the other one, without even noticing it, to be honest. But this chair, it is a rocking chair. Which pack is this even from? It's from, oh, it's from Growing Together. It's a rocking chair, and rocking chairs usually, or they came with Nifty Knitting, and they put a rocking chair in this as well. And it actually works. Like, you can, like, when they sit in it, they go back and forth a little bit, which I was surprised to see because I didn't see that before. And I was like, wasn't rocking chairs like one of the main features of the Nifty Knitting kit? So I don't know how to think of that. It was a little bit weird to me, but I'm not gonna complain if there's gonna be some cross pack compatibility. Because the thing is, Nifty Knitting, what does Nifty Knitting have except for knitting and like the rocking chair feature? And that's like one of the big features of this kit. But yeah, I don't even have the Nifty Knitting pack, so this was surprising to me. And now we are done with the whole house. This is what the house looked like from outside. I also finished the rest without being on camera because it was too much. So let's go inside. So this is the entrance area. I decided to put a little washing area there as well. Then you come in through this little hallway with this bookshelf on the side. Then you walk into the living room. There's a little working area there. Then this is the living room area, which is very nice. Then we go further. We get into the dining, bar, chess area, kitchen area as well, right there. If we go back next to the living room, we have this little office space for the architect, which I thought was pretty nice. And then if we go over here next to this desk, there is the shared, or the big bathroom basically. And then if we go back outside and we go to the left, we have the first bedroom, which is this green minty bedroom. Not a lot to say there. And a little ensuite bathroom. And it also has a way to the garden, which is really nice. And then if we go out of this bedroom and all the way across from it, we get to the second bedroom, which is pretty much the highlight of this build, I would say, because it turned out so nice and I really love this and it made me want to play in this instantly. So this is the other bedroom and the ensuite bathroom as well. And then there's just one more thing. If we go through the door in the living room, we get to our little porch in the back. There's the two chairs I was talking about, and then we have a grill and a little seating area here as well. And that is the whole build. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And as always, I hope you stay kind, stay balanced, and keep gaming, and we'll see each other in the next video. Bye everyone!